Hi folks, so where am I today? Well, I'm actually in London, in Waterloo Station. Now when I was on the train up here, I was Googling, what is the biggest pub in London? Just out of interest. And I discovered it's right here, right behind me. It's a Brewdog pub underneath Waterloo Station. So I thought, wow, seeing as my train comes in here, and my train will be leaving from here, why not give it a try? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get inside, have a little look, see how it is, see what food's available. If it's that big inside, it should be interesting. They've got a bowling alley, I believe, in there, which is bonkers, and a few other bits and bobs too. So it's more than just a pub. Anyway, let's get inside and see what it's all about. Come on. So I don't think they were kidding when they said this is the biggest pub in London. It is enormous in here. There's seating areas all over the place. So as you walk in, you come down a big long area with a bar. Round the corner, there's another bar, more seating. Keep going round another corner, more seating. Downstairs, there's a bowling alley. There's a big slide to get between the two, if you're so inclined, and more seating downstairs as well. This place is the biggest pub I've ever been in. It is bonkers. Now, it's not that busy at the moment, although it's fairly loud. Wherever you are in the pub, you can hear the noise from the bowling alley. And I think there's a lot of kids about doing bowling. It's in school summer holidays and I'm filming this, so no surprise there. Anyway, I'm going to have a little look at the menu and choose what I want to eat. Why don't you take a look? Right, just looking at what I was going to order, and I was going to pick something from the summer special menu, the Hawaii 5-0 with the hot and spicy pork patty as a burger. That sounded really interesting. Unfortunately, they're sold out today. So what I'm going to go for instead is a Hoppy Meal. So you can get a cheeseburger with fries for £16.50, and then you can order a beer on top of that for another £6. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Not quite sure which beer to pick yet. We'll see when it arrives. So I was trying to use a QR code to order, and because I'm old and technology is probably beyond me, I kept screwing it up. So I went up to the counter to order. Ordered my cheeseburger Hoppy Meal with the fries and a pint of Hazy Jane, which is like an IPA type beer, to go with it. £22.50 altogether. Now how's this for service? Before I even walked back to my table from the bar, the beer was already sat here. Someone had already picked up the tab from the till, poured the beer and walked it over to my table before I even got back. That's pretty impressive, right? But how will it taste? It looks good. I've only ever had this in cans before. You can get them from Tesco and places like that. Oh yeah. Nice and fruity, got a tropical kind of flavour to it. And very refreshing for a pretty warm day like today. I just checked the bar prices online. This Hazy Jane that I got for £6 because I ordered it with that meal is normally £7.95 a pint. £8 a pint basically. You can tell you're in London again, can't you? Anyway, I got it for £6, so best part of a couple of quid off. Not bad. The waiting staff also kindly brought me over some tap water as well. So you don't have to worry. I'm not just boozing. We have got some water as well. Delicious. Okay, my food has just arrived, and this is kind of fun, isn't it? Served in a little box, a little bit like a McDonald's Happy Meal would be, hence the Hoppy Meal name. I quite like that little touch. So inside here we have got a portion of fries, which are in a kind of, again, like a McDonald's style little holder there. And we have the burger here, which feels pretty substantial. Let me get it unwrapped and you can take a closer look. Well, one thing is for sure, when they were building this burger, there was no shortage of ketchup in the kitchen. There might be now that they've finished building it, but at the time they built it, there wasn't. There's a load of ketchup on there. So we're going to try with the fries first. These look quite nice fries actually. A little bit of skin on there. Nice and warm. And nice and crispy too. You've got a slightly earthy flavour, due to still having some of that skin on, which I quite like. They're not seasoned at all, so I'm going to have to add some salt in a minute. But yeah, they're definitely a step up from your average sort of fast food fry. And you can see on here, this one has got skin all the way along. And it's really tasty. Like I say, once I get some salt on there in a minute, in fact, we'll do that now. Where's the salt? Here it is. Proper little grinder. So we'll pop that on and give it a try now. Yeah, that's good. Nice fries. Like it. Time for another slurp off the pint. This is delicious, this beer. I do like a sort of tropical kind of IPA, and this meets the brief perfectly. Right, onto this burger. So it looks like there's a lot of seeds on it. There's some normal white sesame seeds and some poppy seeds. It's a nice thick patty. Apparently it's a 6-ounce burger, and you can feel there is some weight to it, definitely. You've got salad underneath. There's some pickles in there. You can see lettuce. I think there might be onion, but if there is, it's very, very finely diced. And then there's cheese melted on top of the patty here. And like I say, plenty of ketchup in there. So it's another one of those burgers where you've kind of got to dislocate your jaw if you're going to be able to eat it properly. We'll just see how we go, shall we? I'm not quite sure where's the best angle to attack it from yet, but we'll just give it a try. The ketchup is very sweet. I don't know if this is like a home brand one. It's definitely not anything like a Heinz or anything. It's got a lot more sweetness to it. Almost like a relishy flavour, but in ketchup form. That's really interesting. The salad has a nice crisp to it. Just got one of those pickles. That tastes good. And the patty itself is nice and thick. And it is cooked all the way through. Again, no option to choose how you want your burger cooked. It just comes as it comes. Obviously, they're doing them fairly well done here. The cheese is a little lost. Mainly, I think, because of that predominant sweetness from that ketchup. So you can't really pick out the cheese flavour. But overall, it's a pretty tasty burger. The contrast in textures is nice, with the crispy salad, the meaty patty, the soft roll. The combination of flavours is nice. It could do with dialing down that sweetness a touch for my personal taste. And actually, now I've got into the middle of the burger, I don't know if you'll be able to pick that up on the camera. It is ever so slightly pink in the middle of the burger. So that's actually good. I quite like that. It keeps your patty more moist, more juicy. I mean, the flavour of the beef is good. Yeah, I just wish there was a little bit less of that ketchup, that's all. Other than that, nothing really to complain about. I'm finding that ketchup just too sweet to enjoy the burger. And I've come up with a way to get around it. So most of it is smothered all over this top part of the bun. Just take it off. Eat the bottom part of the bun and the burger and the salad. I mean, there's still a bit of ketchup in there, but not an awful lot. It makes it harder to pick up and eat mine, and I'm definitely going to need a bit of a hose down afterwards. But it takes some of that sweetness away and makes it a bit better. That's a definite improvement, that. They obviously recognise that this burger with all that sauce in there is a bit of a messy affair, because they brought me over like a little wet wipe for the end of the meal so I could actually clean myself up. In fact, they brought over 2, so they must be expecting me to be in a right mess. I have to say, this is probably going to be quite a difficult edit on the video because it's really loud in here. And I picked a part of the pub where the noise wasn't quite as bad as other ones, and there's not too many people sat here at all. In fact, I can't see another customer at any of the tables around me, but the noise is really, really loud. So I can only imagine when this place is packed, maybe on a sort of Friday or a Saturday night, the noise in here, well, it's probably going to be too much, I would have thought, especially if they've got that bowling alley running. There's a lot of banging and crashing around from balls hitting pins, and that's everywhere throughout the pub. I've not found a bit of the pub where you can't hear that. So, yeah, that's a little bit off-putting on this place as a venue. But I suppose, if you're waiting to catch a train, it's quite a nice place to come for a quick pint. Better than the ones in the sort of station concourse. This is down underneath in a little area called the Sidings, where they've got like almost a little mall. And it's quite nicely put together. There's plenty of space between the tables. So, I don't think it'll be oppressive in terms of the amount of people in here. There's lots of different bars, so you shouldn't have to queue at a bar for too long. It's just damn noisy. So what did I make of my meal here at the Brewdog at Waterloo Station? You'll have to excuse the announcements going on in the background. I can't help them. Well, it was okay. I'd say the burger itself wasn't too bad. The sweet ketchup, though, was really off-putting. It meant I had to take the top bun off and couldn't eat that. But the patty itself, the salad and that was nice. The fries were decent, nice and crispy, skin on, nothing to complain about there, and the beer I really enjoyed. So what am I going to score it? I think overall it's about a 3 out of 5. Yeah, I'm not going to give it 3.5 because of that ketchup. Yeah, 3 out of 5 is fair. Is it a green light from Greeno? Nah, more of a kind of an amber light, really, I suppose. It's decent enough. If you wanted to come here for a beer after work, on your way home or whatever, if you're getting the train at Waterloo Station, then why not? It's decent enough. It's big. Doesn't seem to be much of a queue at the bars. You'll be fine. But, yeah, is it somewhere I'd recommend to come to eat, particularly? Nah, not really.